Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be an update for my project Can, and it's basically a refresh because I finished 8 items. I'm working on 10 items at a time, and every time I have an empty one, I replace it with another one. So I'll be replacing 8 items this week. Excuse me. I was a little bit under the weather last week, which is why you guys didn't get a video from me last week, but I am feeling a little bit better, a little bit draining still, but overall feeling a lot better. So anyway, I'm gonna get started because like I said, I'm gonna have a lot of empty products and it's just gonna be, I feel like maybe a long one. So I'm just gonna kind of make an order out of this and then I'll get started. I'm gonna start with my bronzer. This is the Marc Jacobs, what is it called? Perfection Powder Featherweight Foundation. This was in a dark shade. It was in the color 800 Cocoa. It's supposed to be a powder foundation, but I was using it as a bronzer, and I had repressed it into this container right here, and I had a lot of pan. I had a little bit of product left last month, and as you guys can see, I used it up. This originally came in this packaging right here, and it has kind of like a waffle plastic pan. And all this is glue. It's the glue that it's holding the plastic to the bottom of the plastic container. It sounded like I said the same thing twice, but anyway, yeah, I used it up. I had used, this is the second powder that I used of these. I had two, one that was my actual color, and then this one that was darker. I bought it on purpose in a darker shade to use it as a bronzer. It lasted me forever, but I'm glad that I used it up. Marc Jacobs obviously is no longer a thing, but I'm still glad that I was able to use it up. Two things that I'm glad that I used up since last month was finally my cream bronzer. This is the Iconic London Sheer Bronze bronzer in the color Caramel Glow. This was a very nice sheer color. As you guys can see, I squeezed out as much as I could. This was super natural. Let me see if I can get a little bit of product onto my hand, and that's what this guy looks like. And then when you blend it out, it just blends into a very pretty, very natural color. Can you guys see the bronzer? And then my hand right here, it's just a very pretty glow, and I loved it. I feel like maybe that's why it took me so long to use this one, because I was using both of them, and even though this was really dark, I was using it over this one, but I had to be super light-handed because it does give a nice glow, but I didn't want to be like super duper bronzed. But anyway, I used it up. I would consider buying this in the full size. This came in a Sephora favorites kit, if I'm not mistaken. And that's why I love getting Sephora favorites kits, because you get to try a lot of different products from different brands. Then I also used up my Maybelline Studio Tattoo Studio Smoky Skinny Eye Pencil. But this doesn't roll up anymore. I didn't have a lot left, and I've been kind of just panning the same eyeshadow look, which is the shadow that I'm wearing right now, just because I've been wearing hot pink lips like this, and as you guys know, my palette has a blue shade, a yellow shade, a pink shade, and this champagne-y color. So the only way I can wear a hot pink is to use a very neutral eyeshadow, which is why I'm wearing this eyeliner like all the time. I mean, this look all the time, including the eyeliner. So obviously I'm using another eyeliner right now because this one's gone. I enjoyed it. I do have a backup because my friend gave me two. She's the one who gave them to me. Then I used up my highlighter from this Wet n Wild Illuminating palette. You guys might have seen I had repressed it, and I had a little bit of product like in this area right here, and I did use it all up. I haven't used this side at all yet, just because I am working on another highlighter and on other blushes, and that other palette's gonna take priority over this one, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to touch it this year, but who knows. I also used up my highlighter finally from Nude Sticks. This is the Nudies All Over Face highlighter in the color Illuminati, and I used it all up. This is just a plastic that holds the product together, but this is all done. Last time I forgot that I had it in my collection. for almost like 2 months. I could have used this one a long time ago, but I kept forgetting that this was in the project, and I just decided to just make a point of using it every single day. I had kind of been getting lazy. The way that I was using this was just applying it all over my face, like drawing it on my face, and then with my primer I would blend it in, and it would give me like a glowy primer look. So I enjoyed it. I would actually think about buying that in the full size. It looked very natural. Then I used up my concealer from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline concealer in the color 20 Sand, and this is all gone. I even removed the stopper, and I hope you guys can see this is like super clean all the way around, except on the bottom. Obviously there's product, but the wand doesn't reach, and I'm not crazy enough to get a little something to scoop the product all the way through the bottom. I did store this on its side, and I would kind of do this to help bring the product to the side so I could scoop it up, and that's how I used it, most of it. I'm glad that I used it up. This is the second or third time that I buy this concealer. I do see myself buying this again in the future, just after I go through a couple more concealers that I'm currently using, but this was a nice one. Then going to my blush palette from e.l.f., I was able to use up the blush that I believe was in this pan right here. It was a pinky shade. I took a picture when I repressed it, but then I never took an after picture for the repressing. Usually I post those on Instagram, and I used it up before I knew it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gone, and I never posted an update on the repressing. So I have 2 blushes done. I had a highlighter here, and I'm currently using this orangey kind of blush. Not my favorite. I do like my pink, my mauvey blushes, but I mean, it's too orange to use as a bronzer. So I'm just gonna continue to use it as a blush. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but oh my gosh, it looks like I dug my nail in. But I feel like you can kind of see a dip already, and you're starting to see like the little square indentations. You might not be able to see very well, but I feel like you can see it, especially like right here in the center. I feel like you're starting to see. So I think that it takes me about 2 months to go through each blush. I believe each blush is about a gram, like 1.5 grams. Somebody told me once. So I'm excited. Hopefully I can get this done by the end of September, and then I can move on to this guy, and then hopefully used the last 3.5 months to use this up as a blush. Even if I have to mix it and use it as a glowy blush, I'd be super happy about that. And then last but not least, for the empties, I was able to use up, can you believe it, my lipstick. I introduced this lipstick last month for the last month's update, and I was able to use it up. This is the Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in the color Sheer Anarchy. It was a very pretty hot pink color, as you guys can see right there. And if I roll it all the way down, that's the product right there. If I roll it all the way up, it's obviously right there. So I love this. This was a very pretty color. This was the last one that I have in this shade. I don't think I have a backup in this shade. I love these Revolution lipsticks from Urban Decay. They are no longer a thing. They've been discontinued for a few years now, but I stocked up, like I've said 1,000,001 times before, when they were discontinued. So I do have plenty. I'm currently wearing another hot pink lipstick, and that is what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna segue into the products that I'm gonna introduce for this project. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because I have some other stuff. So those were the empties. The 2 products that were left over were this IT Cosmetics Powder Foundation. This is in the color medium, and this is where I'm at right now. So I did hit pan last month, and I was able to expand the pan a little bit, I think. I was expecting to have more pan showing, but to be honest, I didn't use this very much this month. I've been using my my L'Oreal Infallible foundation, and then using a loose translucent powder to set it, and it's what I'm wearing today. And I am just loving how natural it looks. That using this kind of makes my skin look a little bit more drier. It just looks like heavier makeup, and I've been enjoying the more like natural looking makeup. So I don't think this will be finished by next update, but I hope that the pan does get expanded. And then something else that I introduced last month was my It Cosmetics, the Professional primer. Hope you guys can see I have used up quite a bit. It's pretty skinny up here. This was brand new when I put it into this project. I feel like, I don't know, 3 months maybe, and I'll be able to have this guy finished. 2-3 months maybe, who knows. So those were the other 2 items. Now to introduce the new 8 items, I'm gonna go back to my lips. And it's a mini from Bite Beauty. This is the Luminous Cream Lipstick in the color Palomino. It's a hot pink, as you guys can see, and it's this guy right here. It's kind of broken. I broke the bullet, can you guys see? But if I roll down to the plastic, that is how much product I have. Poor guy, it's crooked, but this is a lot creamier, a lot creamier or more opaque than the Urban Decay one. So I don't anticipate finishing this one quite as fast as I finished the other one. But I mean, I'm gonna give it a go, and hopefully I can make good progress by next month. Then going back to panning this look so I can pan lip colors this color. This is an easy one. I have to throw in easy ones, you guys, because that's what motivates me to keep going. I'm adding this black eyeliner. It's a pencil liner from the brand Shawnee. This came in a makeup kit that I got for Christmas 2-3 years ago. But this is what this guy is looking like. Very, very tiny. I might even finish it by next update. Who knows? But that's this guy. And a lot of these items are just replacements for the items that I finished. So I hope you don't find this too boring. I am adding a bronzer from Physicians Formula. I am adding the Butter Bronzer. Is that thunder? And this is what it's looking like, you guys. I have definitely like softened. It looks like the ridges are still marked there, but they're not as pronounced. Like I can't feel them. I feel completely smooth surface, but I feel like it kind of looks like it's getting hard pan like right here. I mean, it still picks up on my brush fine, but I think the only place that's like truly brand new is up here, because I can feel the ridges right here. This is a nice bronzer, very natural. I am wearing it today. It looks very natural on me, and I enjoy it. It doesn't smell as strongly as it did when I first bought it, because this is a few years old, even though I hadn't used it. But I was never a fan of the scent. I know a lot of people made a big deal when these came out. This is from when they very first came out, when they only had 2 shades. I think it was bronzer and light bronzer. This is light bronzer. And can I finish it by the end of the year, you guys? I don't know. Some of you guys were telling me that it took you like a whole year to use them up. I do wear a lot of makeup. I am rough on my makeup, so I don't know if I can manage to finish this by the end of December, but who knows. Wish me luck. I would be super happy if I was able to get 2 full-size bronzers by the end of the year. Then I'm adding a highlighter, cream highlighter. This is from Merit. This is the highlighting bulb in the color Cava, C-A-V-A. And if I roll it all the way up, this is how much product I have. But if I roll it down to where the plastic is, it's this much right here. Obviously, I have been using this guy already. I use it on my face, I use it on my body. So the fact that I use this on my body is helping me go through it a lot faster if I was just doing like a little bit of like color highlighting on my face. So this is a product that I foresee going through fairly quickly, I hope. Then I have a powder highlighter. This is from Tarte, the Amazonian Clay 12-hour highlighter in the color Exposed. And this was a big deal way back when. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but I have been using it ever since I finished that other one from Wet n Wild. I am focusing my brush on the top here. So this is new. There's definitely a dip there. I don't know if you guys can see a dip, but you can definitely see the change in texture on the product. This has 2.5 grams if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, 2.2. So I'm hoping I can finish it by the end of the year. It would be nice to get another highlighter out by the end of the year. Then I have a body spray from Bath & Body Works. This is in the Stars Fine Fragrance Mist. I love how this smells. Currently, I am up to here, the line where the 2 stars. And I can use one of these, one full size of these in about 3 months. So given the fact that this, is this like a third? Maybe it is a third. I don't know. Maybe in about 2 months I can use this guy up. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. And then last but not least, I will be adding a loose setting powder from Urban Decay. This is the All-Nighter Translucent Softening Loose Setting Powder. I am in love with this, you guys. This is the best loose powder that I have ever used. Better than the Laura Mercier one. I don't know if it's the combination of using it with that L'Oreal serum foundation. I hope you guys know which one I'm talking about, but today I was wearing them, like I was wearing my face like I'm wearing right now, and my sunglasses, and it's like my makeup was like waterproof. I removed my glasses. I had like sweat all marked on my face, but the sweat beads were just like there, like they weren't destroying anything underneath. And I was able to wipe it down and my makeup was still intact. A lot of times when I take off my glasses, my makeup gets stuck to the rims of the glasses, and I have like lines without makeup. I hope that makes sense, like where the makeup rubbed off on the sunglasses, and I have to like either get another brush and like blend it in or do something to fix the makeup. And today I was able to literally just with my fingers wipe off my sweat and my face. Like I didn't retouch this. So I don't know if it's this powder or the fact that I'm using this powder with that serum foundation from L'Oreal, but I am loving it. Perfect combination for this hot summer weather that we are having here in Texas. So that's this one. And that's it, guys. I am in a hurry because I am baking some zucchini bread for work and the timer rang like 10 minutes ago. So I hope the thing's not burnt. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna go check on my bread. Bye.